We are in trouble as a nation because we have these weak-ass Republicans in this nation that's selling out to the radical left Democrats and selling everybody in here out as well. What happened in 2020 is a travesty in this country. I'm running for Congress in the state of Virginia, 2nd District. I spent 27 years retired chief petty officer, and I did not spend almost 3 decades of my life to turn this country over to the radical left and to these weak-ass Republicans here in the United States of America. Our very way of life in this country is at stake. The life of our children, the life of our grandchildren are at stake. And we cannot afford to turn this country over because it's falling to socialism and what I like to call communism. We are in, like this. I've traveled all over this world, 27 years. I've been around this world more than 10 times. I've seen insurrections. January 6th was not an insurrection. You do not perform an insurrection with no guns. Let me tell you that, all right? I've seen countries being taken over by dictators. I've been evacuated out when we had to leave when they were taken over by dictators. What you see now, we are in the midst of a communist coup in the United States of America, and it happened in November 2020. It happened, whether you want to believe it or not, and a lot of people don't even understand because they go around about their daily lives and they can't see it. What happened in the United States, oh, no. A coup can never happen in the United States. Well, guess what? It happened, and you better believe it happened, and we need to fight to get this country back because we are in the middle of a war here in the United States. We're in the middle of a war, and that starts with election integrity. How do we solve the election problem here in the United States? First of all, we got to vote out all those damn rhinos because they just as good, just as bad as the Democrats. We have to do that. They have to go. We have to flip these seats, and I can flip a seat in Virginia back red. All these seats, all these people around here that have blue in the way, we need to flip them red. That's one thing we can do. Another thing that's very, very simple and very, very easy, and I take this to heart. Even though Joe Biden say I ain't black, black people are smart enough to go get IDs. We need voter ID in this country. If they have voter ID in Iraq, they can have voter ID in Afghanistan, they can have voter ID in India. We can have voter ID here in the United States because there's nothing that you can do in the United States and not have an ID. You need an ID to go get your EBT card. If you get a damn EBT card, you need an ID. If you smoke, you need an ID. If you drink, you need an ID. You go to register your car, you need an ID. To get on a damn plane, I had to have an ID. There's nothing in the United States, and don't let Democrats tell you, well, you know, it's voter suppression. That's a damn lie, excuse my language, but it is what it is. That's a lie. All right, so everybody in this room, we need to push, and we need to fight to get this country back, and that starts with voter integrity in 2022, 2021, really, because in Virginia, we have 2021 elections. Okay, and in the state of Virginia, if we don't win, if we don't take them seats back, if we take these L's that we've been taking in Virginia for the past 10 years because of the Democrats and because of the rhinos in my state, then 2022 is not going to matter in Virginia. That's just the bottom line. I'm still going to run my ass off in 2022, and I'm going to flip that seat. But if we don't flip the state legislator back in the state of Virginia, then Virginia is going to be lost for the next 10 years, and that's the honest to God truth. So everyone in here, we need to support every candidate around here, every candidate in Virginia, every candidate in New Jersey, every candidate in Florida, every candidate where everybody running. I don't even know where everybody running. Arizona, all right? You know, but hey, there's one thing my daddy used to tell me, and I'm going to end on this, okay? I'm going to end on this. You know, God bless my father. He taught me a few things, but this is one thing. And a lot of rhinos get away with this, okay? A lot of moderate, what they call moderate Republicans get away with this. There is no such thing as a moderate Republican. A moderate Republican is a rhino. And how you know? You look at their voting record. You look at their voting record, because my daddy used to say, once somebody show you who they are, you believe them. Thank y'all very much. I'm Jerome Bell.